Middle. Hello and good day, kids. It's Todd from Toju Racing. How are you tonight? It's almost the weekend. We had race night last Saturday. Today's video is just kind of a little going over that and just some future plans and stuff. I'm actually working on tuning a couple cars here while I chat. So we had race night, and 6 of my old mates were there. All really good friends from 15 years all the way to 30 plus years, high school friends, which is really cool. We got to be kids again. We all had a great time. We figured out a system of racing because we didn't have our Bluetooth yet. I do actually have a Bluetooth that's getting here tomorrow. I'm really excited about that. I already have the Smart Race app on my phone, and my friend Den's working on getting a monitor and an adapter and everything so we can have on the monitor instead of the cell phone. The Bluetooth, like I said, should be here tomorrow. Then another thing I have coming is the track extender, the 4-foot track extender with the expansion slots so you can run 6 people. We have 5 controllers so we can do a 5-man race. I'm sure one of my friends is going to pick up another controller very soon, because a lot of us like the True Speed controllers with the brake and all that. Using the brake's kind of hard. I don't know if anybody's learned a knack to that. If there's a better way, if so, please comment down below. I'd appreciate that. So, and I'm also doing a big track expansion coming up. I have a bunch of parts on order from Carrera Slots. There's a bunch of stuff on back orders. A thing of curves, 5 boxes of shoulders, and a couple other small things. Anyway, once that shows up, I have a new track planned already on the track planner, the Bofi, that's the German one that's free online. Anyway, I already have a track on that set up that's quite a bit bigger than the one I have, with instead of 3 lane changes, it has 6 lane changes, which is a lot better. Right now we kind of suffer from there's not enough lane change spots, and we were kind of banging into each other because we didn't know what we were doing yet. We're going to figure that out. I have to penalize people who intentionally knock people off the track. Mike! Sorry. Anyway, so what else? Like I said, we all had a lot of fun racing. My friend Dave, he's picked up a race truck and a couple cars. That's one of my friends, Dave. I have 2 friends named Dave, the Daves I know, as you may know from my videos. And his should be here this week, so we might have an unboxing of that. My good friend Mike, he's already picked up 2 more cars. Aside from his BMW GT, he picked up the Corvette pace car, the all-black one, which is very cool. We haven't really tried a pace car thing yet. I would like to try that to see if it's worth the time of bringing the pace car out when you do that. Speaking of that, that's a good segue to what I wanted to talk about. We originally we're just trying to put the cars back on the track right away, which is really hard to do, even if you've got 1 or 2 people shagging the cars, because the race guys can't concentrate on it, and if they do, they're going to crash or let off their throttle, and they're not going to get any lap time in. So you kind of need people to do that, but you can't have everybody. I mean, you can if you have a giant crew, but we don't. And so what we started doing was just saying caution, and then everybody would stop. Then we get the car back on the track. Then we just use the controller with the start thing and do a start from that point and see how that went, and that worked pretty good. Then, like I said, we didn't have the Bluetooth in the application and everything, so what we did was we tried to write the laps down, but they were happening so fast. Even with my decent sized track, people were calling their laps out, and that works, but it was just hard to keep track of it, and that was just with 4 people. When we get 6, it's really going to be tricky. So, thank goodness we have the app coming up. I already got myself entered in it. If I said that before, apologize. I might repeat myself. I repeat myself and under stress. I repeat myself and under stress. I repeat myself and under stress. Little King Crimson line there. So, anyway, Sorry, just checking my work here. That looks good. So I'm very excited to expand the track and get the Bluetooth and be able to race, because, you know, we can just, I figure set it for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, or we can do lap race, like, you know, 25 or a 50 lap race, or set it up for, you know, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, what have you. I think that would be the best way to do it. That's the way they do it in the real, you know, GT races. At least we're doing the GT races right now. Eventually we're going to do like a supercar class and the race truck class with the race trucks, because we have at least 3 race trucks. And if you guys don't have a race truck, those things are extremely fun to drive right out of the box. I don't mean tuning wise. I mean, you know, just putting a good steering keel on it and running it. Even with the magnets, they drift really good because they have 10 tires and they're heavy and all that, and you can slow them down. And they were a lot of fun, and some of my other friends were watching it when I was running mine, and hopefully they join us, and we'll have 5 or 6 trucks, because I think that there's like 6, 7 of them, and if you added like the fire truck or the ambulance, you know, then there's like 10. So there's a lot of them. We're gonna do a hot rod class, and on that, you know, that's like the Roadrunner here. I went ahead and pulled my rear magnet, and this thing fishtails all over the place wonderfully. It's a blast. Unlike the GT cars, we're probably going to leave the magnets in so we can go a little faster. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe not. Maybe. I don't know. If anybody has any experience in that, you know, what do you think? Another comment, please, if you know, have any insight on that. And another thing, I don't know how anybody, you know, how do you guys do the deslotting situation? Do you just put the car back on the track? Do you stop everybody? Because stopping everybody doesn't take but a moment or two, and then, you know, somebody can grab the car, or if you've got, you know, 1 or 2 volunteers, they can get the car back on the track, and you're running right away again. You can always just do a 1, 2, 3 go, which is what we did in slot cars. So what we did in the old HO days to do a race was, we did it where if one guy wrecked and the other guy didn't, and then the guy that didn't wreck got to finish his lap, then we had, you know, an automatic lap counter that would count his lap, and then we'd start from the starting point again, and that way we could do a race. Eventually we got, you know, fairly good at it where we didn't wreck all the time, but, you know, the 1,000 miles per accurate hour or whatever it is on those slot cars, just the HOs, they move so damn fast. And then if you get like Super G pluses or Magna tractions or what have you, you practically can just floor it and not really do anything. You don't crash very much. But we did that, and that worked back in the old HO days. I still have a giant HO track I need to sell. That's another matter entirely. I'm thinking about doing a video of that, seeing if anybody wants one. So anyway, I'm just kind of rambling today and chatting, so I'm sorry if this isn't interesting. If it is, great. If it's not, you know, whatever. We all like to ramble. I'm old too, so I ramble really well. Trying to think of what else I wanted to go over. You know, we'll have several unboxings coming up. Dave got the David Neary, one of the Daves I know. He picked up the race truck, the green British one, which is really cool. He's a big Iron Maiden fan like I am. He wants to put like an Eddie head on the wing where the British flag is. What the heck's that damn thing called? The Union Jack, which would be really cool. I suggested too, you know, if he didn't like it, he could just put some contact paper over that, and it would still have the Union Jack just on the sides of the... Hang on. Nothing like an example. So it has a big British Union Jack right here, and then on the sides it also has a Union Jack right there. So he's thinking about putting like an Eddie head right here where the Union Jack is. That would be really cool. Or you could put some black contact paper over it, and you could even put Iron Maiden if you wanted to. But anyway, that would be really cool. This is my other friend Dave's race truck. Beautiful truck. We did an unboxing of that. You can see the video of that if you look through the site. You know, if you like this content and you like my ramblings and all that, and you feel like it, please give me a subscribe, maybe a like. Feel free to comment too if you got anything on that. We'll just set this right here while I continue working on my Roadrunner here. So it's interesting too how much dirt these things can pick up. I read about that, and you know, I've used these cars a few times, and I noticed there's a lot of dirt in them. and all that. So I'm taking them apart and cleaning them out and all that. There is maintenance with these, and that's cool too. It's quite a fun hobby, you know, the digital hobby, because, you know, I was doing HO cars for years with my other friends. Anyway, this video is starting to get a little long and what have you. So that's all for today. Thanks everybody for watching. Hope you enjoyed my ramble and my little chat. Wasn't really anything important, but, you know, it's all good. Anyway, have a good night. Rock on. Toju Racing out.